Hi, it's me again. And if you happen to be a TV licence fee payer that's watching this channel, well, one, why are you still watching this channel if you're paying your licence fee? Because I should have persuaded you to cancel it by now. And two, if you are, you might very well be interested in what they're spending your hard-earned money on. Because you toil at work to get your money together, to pay all your bills, and you pay the BBC 159 quid a year of your hard-earned money. So it's only fair that you know what they're spending it on. And then you see headlines like this. BBC will have 1,000 staff working on Glastonbury Coverage this week despite low ratings. 1,000 staff. 1,000. That's 1,000 travel bills. Or they're not all staying in hotels, but quite a lot of them will be staying in hotels. It mentions it in this article. 1,000 lunches per day that they're there. Do you think all 1,000 members of staff who have gone to Glastonbury on the BBC gravy train day out, do you think they're needed? Really? I used to, when I first got into IT, I used to work in sales. And one of my first jobs in IT, I worked for a magazine. And they were always short of writers. So I teamed up with a bloke who wrote the car stuff, and I got to do car stuff with him. And then I ended up doing some restaurant reviews, which was great fun, free meals and stuff like that. And I got enough of my stuff published that I could become a member of a press association. So I got a press card. Oh, yes, the freebies. That was the only reason we had the magazine, was for the freebies. The amount of free stuff and days out. We got V tickets. We got V Festival on the press card. I'm at the front. Everyone else has paid all that money. Not me. Not me. Car shows and stuff. We used to go to like the Concours d'Elegance at the Palaces, and we get special treatment, free entry, free parking, free lunch. Yeah, I was on the press gravy train as well. I would imagine you can times that by 1,000,000 if you're on the BBC press gravy train, can't you? 1,000 staff. 1,000 staff. They're not all BBC employees. Some of them are external contractors and stuff like that. But why have they got external? The BBC not got enough staff as it is to cover an event. Enough cameramen, enough sound engineers, enough presenters to do it. You need to bring in outsiders as well. Insiders say the total cost of airing the festival this year will run into several millions, prompting questions about whether it represents value for money for licence fee payers. Well, it doesn't, does it? It doesn't. It doesn't. It just doesn't. The Mail on Sunday can reveal 4 hotels, all believed to be 4 or 5 star, have been booked up for some of the staff to stay for the 5-day music event, which starts on Friday. 5 days. 5 days. Probably all one. Let's be fair here and say that probably all 1,000 staff aren't going to attend all 5 days. But it's possible. It's possible, right? All those travel bills, some of them might live locally, they'll get their travel allowance in and out. They'll get food there, they'll be catered for. 1,000 staff. Last night, an insider at the corporation admitted bosses were aware it was a huge amount of staff, many of whom are staying in the Charlton House Hotel, where rooms cost up to £400 a night. In previous years, the broadcaster has refused to disclose how many employees it sends, which means it was probably more. It's probably more. And they've made a cut. That's why they felt happy to disclose it this year, because they've cut the staff. In 2009, it revealed it had sent 415 staff to cover that year's Glastonbury. That's 22 fewer than the number flown out for the Beijing Olympics. Madness. Madness. So there was less than 450 staff from the BBC got flown out to cover all the events. That's camera teams, sound engineers, producers, all the people that put the coverage together and make the highlight reels, all the IT staff, all the presenters. All flown out, and they managed to do every event at the Olympics. Every event was covered, and they managed to do that on less than 450 staff. But they can't do a 5-day music event with less than 1,000 staff. One source said, out of the 1,000 down on the site, many of them will be working very hard to provide excellent coverage. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that they will be there, or some of them will be there working, otherwise the coverage wouldn't happen, would it? But you'll be surprised at how many BBC employees are at Glastonbury just to have a good time. As I said in the beginning, I've done it. I've done it. Anything I could go to for free on my press credentials and just hang a camera around my neck and go. That's how I became a photographer. I learned photography there doing that. And yeah, anything I could get to, I went to it because it was all free. All free when you press. The amount of free. I went to some nice restaurants to do restaurant reviews as well. I don't know what I'm talking about. What the hell do I know what I'm talking about? I just sat there and ate my free dinner and let the journalist I was with do the talking. It's crazy, crazy. How many people of this 1,000 are playing that game? Can you knock them? Yeah, if you was in that position, would you do it? I've been in that position. I've done it. 1,000 people, though. 1,000 people. And the boss at the BBC's got perfect control over everything. Someone signed off on that. Someone signed off on that amount of staff. Someone at the BBC did that. Because you can't just walk in. You have to get passes and everything. Don't you? Someone signed off on that. BBC sources claim the number of 1,000 is overstated, but a corporation spokeswoman refused to give transparency around how many people are deployed, saying, "We don't recognise this figure," pointing out the breadth of coverage across over 40 hours on TV and BBC iPlayer, 85 hours live radio and extensive content on BBC Sounds. So the BBC won't confirm it's 1,000. So I've got to say, I can't confirm it's 1,000. But if you told me it was 1,000, I'd believe you. I'd believe you. What do you think about this? What do you... Tell me your thoughts. I've told you my thoughts on it. You tell me your thoughts on this down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And that way I get to see you in the next one, whenever that will be. Ta-da.